Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Mxgp 2021. We're going to be looking at the brand new update that came out just a couple of days ago. We'll take a look at the patch notes and I'm going to give you my opinions on the latest patch for Mxgp 2021. So this patch has included the brand new Mantoba track, which we are currently present on, with Mxgp on board the Honda. And I gotta say, I'm very pleased to see this track in the game. Sadly to say it wasn't there on launch, but not too long afterwards we do have the track, which is of course part of the official Mxgp calendar. Now I understand it's available in all game modes, so including your career mode, including single player modes such as offline time attack or championship or even Grand Prix, and then finally for online as well. Now something to mention that hasn't updated my career mode with this track. I'm guessing I would have to start a second season or potentially start a new career mode. I'm guessing it will be added into the next season. That's what it did for Mxgp 2020, but once I find that out, I will let you know in due time. If you already know the answer to that question, let me know in the comment section down below for my benefit and for the rest of the aces as well. Something to mention as well regarding the track editor. I don't tend to use track editor, but I did use it for the review, and I'm very pleased to say that my little issue that I had with a track that wouldn't validate is now fixed. So excellent support there from Milestone. Got in touch with them pretty promptly after I seen it, and within due time it was fixed. So very happy with the support from Milestone so far. Big thumbs up from me. But there's also an additional sort of track for you guys to edit upon, and that is a desert track, so check that out in the track editor if you get a chance. Now something to mention as well, if you ignore my horrible riding in this one, I had a bit of a tough time with Mantoba. You're going to see something that I begged for in the review, and it's going to come up any moment now. Do I dare to spoil it? I think you can probably tell what's going to happen as well. Our visor is absolutely caked in mud. We're going to rip off the tear off, and we're going to get a chance of, so there it is, on cue, ripping the tear off with style and pizzazz. I was desperate for this in Mxgp 2020. After seeing it was in Monster Energy Supercross 4, I thought it's going to definitely make its way across to Mxgp 2021. Sadly, it didn't at launch, but it has now, and I've got to say, it's a small feature that I absolutely love. It just helps the immersion so much, and because I use a lot of helmet cam, it is pretty crucial for me and very, very enjoyable. I'm really pleased that that's added. It's something very small, but to me, I love it. Now, if you're a fan of the time attack game modes and you like doing time attack challenges or just challenging for the world record in general, and maybe you want to follow your friend's ghost, now you can. Unfortunately, it wasn't present in the original game, so in the original build and launch, sadly there was no ghost available on the time attacks, but that has been rectified, and this patch has included the ability to upload ghosts for every single lap. It will not work for the laps that have already been done and dusted. You will probably have to redo them if you want a ghost added to your name, but that is a good addition, and I gotta be honest with you, a little small flaw there. I did expect that to be in the game already, but nonetheless it's here now, so I guess it's not the end of the world. And of course, a little other feature which is very nice, again probably something we would have expected, but I'm happy that it's in the game now, and that is customizable cameras. So if you feel that you're too close to the motorcycle within the helmet cam, you can change the FOV ever so slightly. From the third person perspective, you can increase the height and move around the camera so you can get a better feel for where your angle wants to be for the third person perspective, or just generally change it however you see fit. It's kind of restricted, but at the same time it does give you quite a bit of benefit. So if you do think that the camera isn't in the right spot for you, definitely give that a go and see if you can find out what camera works best for you. Now, during my review I made mention to the duels that you can do during career mode, and that has also received a very small update. It's rather specific, this one, so it's basically just adding bike information to the actual bikes when you go into a dueling session. So that is pretty much it for that, but it gives you a bit of indication of who you're up against and what the rider's got. So if you're going up against Ruben Fernandez, it's going to explain that he's on the Honda, and it'll give you a bit of details about him as well. Very nice feature, but small and quaint enough that just a footnote in the actual patch notes itself. So upon the launch of Mxgp 2021, not every single rider was completely up to date for their 2021 counterparts, but I am pleased to announce that Brikalarkov, I've probably pronounced that incorrectly, has been updated with all his latest rider gear, so his helmet, his boots and his uniform itself as well have all now been updated to match his real life counterpart. Now something I will mention regarding this is because This is really hard to get right because in MXGP, the riders change their gear so often that it would be practically impossible for Milestone to get this 100% accurate. They've done their best with what they've got, but I would imagine that probably with all the amount of times they change things, they are never going to be 100% accurate. But I'll still give them major props for trying to get it to the as most accurate as possible. Whether we're 90%, 80%, I still think it's very impressive, and I'm a stickler for those little things. I like to see everything up to date, so I'm really pleased that Milestone will take action to do that. So big thumbs up from me regarding getting the gear right for Brikalarkov. Now, as far as bugs go, I mentioned the bug for the track editor, which has now been fixed, but also there was a bug with the anti-cheat system. I never had any issues regarding any lap times being uploaded. I never had any issues with the racing online or just anything in general apart from that one track editor glitch. Now, my friend Beckley told me he had an issue with uploading his lap times to the servers, and they would just not go. They would just not appear up on the leaderboard. Apparently that has now been completely fixed. I've heard back from Beckley. That is fixed. Reading the patch notes, it says every single leaderboard update should have fixed your problem. So if you've been challenging for some of the best lap times in the world and you've been disheartened because, well, quite frankly, it never showed up, then fear no more. It should be uploaded. It should be ready for you to take a look at for your own viewing pleasure to see yourself on the leaderboard. Hopefully there's no issues. And of course, if you are going for the time attacks, you've now got ghosts available as well. And of course, the final footnotes for the patch notes, the classics: improved stability and minor fixes. I don't think I've ever read a patch note without it saying minor fixes, and you know what? That trend should never change. Minor fixes should always stay right at the bottom of the patch notes. So as far as the update goes, as far as Mantova goes, difficult track. I've got a lot to learn here. I did struggle with it in MXGP 2020, and it looks like I'm going to be doing the same here. Difficult surface. I'm not a fan of this particular surface. I mentioned this in my live stream a couple of weeks ago, but unfortunately this is a track that has the surface, it's sand. I'm not entirely sure. It feels like sand, so I'm going to say it probably is. I might be completely incorrect there, but honestly I gave it my best shot with Mxgp Cavelin, but I don't think I did a very good job on board the Honda. But I do hope that everything that you've had issues with for MXGP 2021 has now been fixed within this patch. I don't believe everything's going to be sorted in just one patch, but to be honest with you, the game felt pretty polished when I did my review, and I only had that one minor bug, so as far as I'm concerned, it should be pretty much at the top of its game right now. So let me know in the comments section down below, guys, if you are having any issues or bugs that are yet to be fixed. I'm very curious to see if there isn't something I missed and maybe something I can help with. And of course, if you are struggling with the game and just getting better, maybe a bit of consistency and just learning how to improve your riding style, or at least how to improve your confidence with the bike, definitely check out my hand cam guide just recently. I did the video with the camera right on my hand so you can see exactly how my fingers and thumbs are when holding the controller, and hopefully some of that sort of experience will rub off onto you, and hopefully then you can improve your riding style as well within this fantastic dirt bike game. So we are now approaching the final couple of corners now, and for some reason that happened. I don't know why that happened. Milestone, is that another bug? If it is, please have a look into it for me. I don't know why that happened, I really don't. It seems that this track is a little bit bouncy. It's a little bit wobbly, so maybe this could do with a little patch itself. Not entirely sure. I'm not 100% expert on this, I really don't know, because this surface isn't good for me. The bike feels a bit odd. I've been used to riding my 250 KTM in MX2, so maybe I just need to get back into the thick of things when it comes to the best class in MXGP. But final thoughts and feedback regarding the patch. Great stuff. Most things have been fixed. I don't see any other issues apart from that little moment ago in Mantova, of course, but I'm sure there's probably some sort of good explanation for that one. But upon that note, guys, that is going to be it from me. At 5th place here in Mantova. Not great, but using Mxgp Cavelin on board the Honda, I'll take that in a heartbeat. So guys, that's pretty much it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments section down below on your feelings and opinions regarding the patch. And I guess that's it from me. So hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing as well, because I'm trying to get to 2,500 subscribers, and I could do with your support. But upon that note, guys, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure to make this video for you, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.